morning, we're going to be feeding some wolves, some raccoons, some coyotes, some foxes, some skunks, a porcupine, a giant anteater, as this jet flies over for the morning. And we're going to go see down, and if you guys do want to donate to our organization, we do need your help to stay afloat. And all the ways to be able to help our organization can be found in the link in our bio. You may not think that $1, $2, $5, or $10 is enough, but if I had 3,000 people donate $10 a month, our organization would be safe. I've been working hard to get to that. I know everyone has their own financial struggles, and I don't want to be a part of making you struggle, but if you want to sacrifice a coffee for the animals every month, I would greatly appreciate it, or a Red Bull for the animals. That would be awesome. So we're going to get these animals fed. Ways to donate to our organization can be found in the link in our bio. My business card is poppleme.co/BWM. It has all of my contact information available in there. Again, that's POPLME.co/BWM. We do need to raise $50,000 to get through the end of July. I have payroll coming up in a couple of weeks, and please know that my paycheck goes up in my visor. I have a lot of undeposited paychecks. So I'm not here for a paycheck for myself. I am here for a paycheck to pay my employees that work very hard and can't do what I do because my husband works for the union. I'm very blessed to be able to do what I do for free and offer that on an 80 to 120 hour work week. I would really like to get our year expenses covered, which is $600,000 for the year, because that would actually allow me to have somewhat of a life. And let me tell you what, if I was able to have just a little bit more of a life, the animals would be able to have better lives because I wouldn't be so tired. They have great lives. We're gonna go show you them right now, but it's oh, I did pull stuff. Or maybe Holly brought this. Thanks, Holly. Cool. Perfect. So let's get everybody fed, and we will go from there. I got the new comfort hoodie off the TikTok shop because how can I not? It's the You Matter line that has like the You Matter on there, and then it talks about self-love on the sleeve and how I need to self-love, and just kind of a constant reminder for the day that that I matter, and that everyone here matters, because I need to also practice what I preach, and that is that everyone matters. So let's go feed everybody. So let's show you those not proper diets according to these bullies, in which we are going to feed the animals today, shall we? Mind you, not exotic animal keepers, dog and cat keepers. 1 second. All right. We're gonna kill ourselves with a cantaloupe. That's right. I actually remembered what kind of melon this was today. Let's do it. The little foxes are screaming at me. Come feed me now! So let's feed them. I'm coming. So let's get these guys fed today. What a day. I have my podcast on my Patreon coming today. It's going to be about the rescue, the rescuer from the rescuers. How sad is that? We're going to be talking about a couple things on that today. Unfortunately, I apologize to my Patreons due to the fact that she's pulling my Patreon content and I don't know what fake name she's under. I do have to be a little bit more careful about what I say so that my words are not turned against me like they have been these last few weeks. And so we will get back on the bandwagon. You may ask how you can help, and what you can do to help right now is if you are on TikTok and you see any form of bullying, if you report those bullies for harassment, I feel like that's what it's going to take. I feel like it's going to take us getting to the point we are mass reporting bullies to actually do that. Unfortunately, TikTok, this is why we've left TikTok, is because TikTok does not follow through with its bullying and its harassment policies. It actually encourages it and pushes those kind of videos. So that is why we left, because we can't support a platform financially by bringing in gifts and stuff when they're not willing to take care of the people within the platform. So that is why we left, and on all of the politics that come with Patreon, or not Patreon, sorry, TikTok, is why we left. So let us get this stuff done, you know, and I want to thank everybody for actually knowing. A lot of my followers have seen the videos of harassment that are being posted about me right now, and due to them following me for the last 3 to 5 years, they actually know the truth about me. And they actually know the context of the videos, because a lot of them are Patreons. And they have really been kind to stick with me and constantly, you know, report the videos for me and report the account. And, you know, if you have enough people mass report somebody for harassment, their account gets taken down, you know. And so I kind of feel like we're just at that point where we just have to, the new TikToks that should be coming up is time to mass report this bully who's trying to harm other people. I think that's kind of where we should be at right now.
Hi, Maple. Are you the cutest little Chow Chow Sharpei ever?
All right, so guess what my raccoons get today? One of their favorites, which is whole tilapia. They love to eat the eyeballs out of these. They take them and they pluck the little eyeballs out and they eat them. Pretty funny, isn't it? And I apologize on right now on YouTube. Your guys' comments are so small, I can't read them. But please make sure that you are looking to the followers that are answering those questions for you. A lot of people do know the answers, and they'll help me out in the chat on YouTube. All right, so we're going to give them whole tilapia today, so they can have some yummy eyeballs. Yummy. Anyway, so we'll do that. I don't know, I like whole tilapia. I don't know why I would buy that. I mean, I know you eat it, but like, I don't know why you'd buy it to, like, I guess maybe a lot of people don't have tilapia where they're at. This is cleaner that is safe, that I could even spray in my mouth. It's for the animals specifically. When the truth comes out. When the truth comes out. And not to mention that I'm just having a hard time with, for a couple different reasons. On a personal level, that was Lexi. She likes to talk a lot. My aunt's 1 year of losing her is coming up, and it's so sad because I have a lot of stuff coming up with her daughters, who are my cousins, that I'm just really sad that I don't get to see my aunt. And to be quite honest, this would have been she was the one person that I really wanted to call yesterday and just say I'm having a hard day. And I just need my Aunt Anna. So that kind of was topping on the cake of being completely bullied, is that the one person that I really went to is no longer here because of cancer. She was my biggest supporter. And even though I already know what she would have said to me, I still just want to hear her voice again. I really miss her. We all do. We all miss Aunt Anna. And every day it's just like this hole that you can't fill. And I have a lot of amazing other aunts. I'm very blessed, and I have an amazing uncles. I'm very blessed to have a big family. But sometimes you just have those hard days where you just want to see them again. And you can't. Hey! Maple? Maple! It's Jeremy. Weirdo. So that's kind of what made yesterday harder. And obviously...
She has a little flat spot on her tail because of how her tail curls.
Yeah, it's pretty cute. And obviously, my Aunt Doris, my great Aunt Doris, must have felt my pain from afar because she actually texted me out of the blue and was just like, I'm so sorry that you guys lost somebody in your rescue world. And, you know, and she just was like, I love you and I'm proud of you and stay strong. And Aunt Dar always kind of just pops out of the blue every once in a while and will send me something and just says that she loves me. And I voice text her and just told her I was having a really hard day and that meant a lot because my family is pretty awesome. Anyway, we're gonna do some hamburger for our foxes today. You can hear them chit-chatting down there. Oh, I know, I've had a couple dreams where she's been in them and I try to force myself not to wake up because I know I'm in a dream, and so I try to like not wake up and I close my eyes so that I can just hear her voice and she doesn't disappear out of my dream, because I know that once I see her and I realize I'm dreaming, I'll wake up and I don't want to. So I try to overwill it by keeping my eyes closed and just listening to her. So, but we're coming up to the 1 year, so I know that it's just fresh, and her daughter's having a baby and she's not here for that. And her other daughter is having her 24th birthday. I think her birthday's actually today. Yeah, it's 26. So I need to wish her a happy birthday today, you know, and she's up for a baby shower that's going to be happening this week for my cousin. And, you know, I couldn't imagine not having my mom in the delivery room with me, you know, so, yeah. We're very blessed, though, to have a lot of aunts that can be there for her. I have Denise, Deanna, Danette, Danelle, and Davy. My Aunt Nana's the one that passed away, so there's 4 of them now that can be there, but still not the same. My Aunt Nana was our medical lady. She was a medical transcriptionist for like so many years. And whenever we needed anything medically, my aunt was able to make it happen. So she knew all the doctors loved her. Everyone who knew my Aunt Deanna loved her. She was very honest. She'd always say, "Oh, Smish." My nickname to her was Smish. My nickname has always been Smashly. I don't know why. Even before I played baseball, it was Smashly. And then, because I wasn't a destructive child. I wasn't. But, again, just use your words. Find your words. Be kind. Kindness is free. We're going to keep promoting that, and we're going to keep on. When I see things that have people that are being bullies now, I just report it because I'm tired of it. I don't want to see it. I don't have it. And I don't know why it took somebody having to take their own life on a more social media high level for people to finally go, let's stop the bullying. I mean, the bullying's been an issue for so long, and we got to put an end to it, because it's just cyberbullying is like, it's horrible right now. I know. You know, if you're not like a little YouTube star, or, you know, you pull up in wrong clothing and you're like, watch out. I gotta go wash this before I use it. I'll have to do Salvador's in a second. We'll go down and wash that real quick. I forgot. We're gonna go down and feed all the animals real fast. And then I'll need Holly's help today to do that, because I got an eye doctor's appointment for my daughter that she's been begging me to go to for about 4 months, because life has just been stupid busy. And sometimes with, you know, so. But anyway, we're going to go do it today.
Watch and say, oh, you got perfect vision.
She doesn't. She doesn't. She definitely has difficulty seeing things far away, like I do. I have astigmatism, but I didn't get astigmatism until I gave childbirth, and then I lost my vision because I pushed so hard that I pushed astigmatism. Stupid. Oh well. They were worth it. My kids were worth the astigmatism. I got 2 healthy, happy kids, and I'm very blessed. So, all right, so we're gonna go feed some animals today. Right now we're prepping for the foxes, and then we're going to add some fruits and stuff. I'm doing kind of a more heavy meat day today for some of the animals. And then I'm gonna come back this afternoon and add some veggies for the foxes. I gotta go in there and clean today. Like I said, my morning been a little bit consumed putting out fires. So yep, we're going to leave that for Salvador. I feel a mess today. I feel like I'm,
You feel a mess?
yeah, I just feel out of sorts. All right.
I think I found a better option.
I don't know, you're like, oh, for your
Yeah.
blackberries?
A guy that has a mini and a tractor, and if he uses the mini, he charges $90 an hour.
How long does he think that's gonna take him?
I don't know. But I couldn't see it taking more than a couple hours.
I would find out because our road was only supposed to take a couple hours, and because he charged by the hour, it took him 29 hours.
And my grounding blanket's arriving today.
That took a long time.
Or sheet.
Did you get it like off of like Temu?
No, I don't order that crap. I never order anything like that.
I've never ordered from Temu either.
Amazon and eBay. That's all I got.
Oh, we're gonna give this to the bunny rabbit. Get some peppers for my little. Usually when people charge by the hour, it's actually more expensive than the people who charge by the job.
Possibly.
When they charge by the job, it's like, I gotta get this done.
He actually lives in Oak Harbor too, so it's not like he's
Far away.
yeah. If he uses the tractor with the thing, it's like 100 and something an hour, but I think the mini's gonna be better.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not. You don't. How big of a yard?
120 feet by 30 feet is just the backyard.
And it's all.
Yes. It this year it just went
Haywire.
crazy.
Well, even our drive going down is very happy
And
this
it
year.
took forever to get the billy goat done, so I mean it's been growing that whole time.
Yeah, well, you know, every day we come out here, there's a foot added to our blackberries on the side of the road, so I get it. They grow fast.
You made the joking comment about getting the goats out there. Well, it would probably take them a whole year to get through all, and they don't eat the stalks.
Why
So
don't
they
you-
have all these. I have all these stalks there.
You should look into that. There's a guy that takes 36 goats into your yard and lets them go. It only takes like not even a day.
Not no garbage.
Yeah, here in Anacortes.
And you have to fence it and everything too.
They bring it. They bring an electric fence and they put it around your area and then they just do
I
it.
don't know what's back there. I mean, there's nothing toxic back there. I know there's an old doghouse.
Oh, Jeremy.
There might be a broken hose.
Oh, that's great.
Not great.
I don't know what's back in my backyard. There might be a tractor or another car or
There's definitely another
a
car
tire.
back there.
When Adam was doing his yard, somebody dumped like a ton of tires in his yard at one point, and he was like, I was taking all those blackberries out, and they came across like 32 tires I had to take to the dump. He goes, that was an expensive dump run.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was like someone just like was like, I'm just gonna put all my tires right here in these blackberry bushes. No one's using those.
Farmers used to just bury them, so people, when they sell their farms and people get the houses, when they're doing yard work and stuff, some people are finding buried treasure.
I have a funny story about a buried something, but I can't say it on here because I
know that story.
Because I
Yeah, you don't want that story.
That's all I need surfacing in completely wrong context.
That's not even a Patreon story.
I think I've already told Patreon. Have fun finding that one!
Wah, 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 wah. But if they use the mini, they can actually pull the roots out too. So, because that's how you have to get rid of them. Is you either keep mowing and mowing and mowing until they run out of energy, or
Cooper,
pull the roots.
are you anxious and miserable with me? Huh? Would you have rather been left at the shelter? Oh wait, you wouldn't have been. I saved you from euthanization.
Those foxes love cantaloupe.
Huh?
Those foxes love cantaloupe.
No, they bury it.
Huh?
They bury it.
No, they just ate it right in front of me.
Well, because they're hungry. When I put it out on the thing, they take it all and they bury it.
Cats.
Same with
Right.
apples. So, look at this. We'll add some berries to the fox stuff. They already have their kibble in there, which we always let them have access to a grain-free kibble because we don't ever want our foxes to be hungry to where they're arguing and fighting with each other, which can happen when you have 6 foxes to an enclosure. They need to have plenty of food to eat and be full bellies. They're not overindulgers. They're kind of like the wolf dogs where they will actually bury any food that they don't feel that they can eat to save it for later.
It's funny since they obviously never had that option, how instinctual it came from.
Oh yeah, it was instant. They've never been able to do that before, and they're just like, this meat's so good, I gotta bury it. It just was already hardwired into them.
Because their enclosures were about the size of my table.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I ain't seen any beds or anything. It was just a little feeder of water and that's it.
yep. Fur farms are, well, I mean, it's kind of like people with chicken farms. It's like they almost have the outlook of, well, they're not going to be here long enough, so who cares? Which is super, super sad. And that's kind of just the heartache of rescue. So,
If I had the option to do it, not option, if I had the ability to do it again, I would definitely start doing chickens again. I had fun.
my neighbor is the president of the organization. I've known him since high school, and of the our HOA. And Aaron, I was in the bedroom, working on social media in bed. Who would have thought? And he comes in the bedroom and he goes, "Hey, do you know they're having the HOA meeting tonight?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, okay, like, I don't want to go." And I said, Kevin Orr told me what it was going to be about, and I don't have the bandwidth to be able to deal with all of the drama that's going to come with the conversation tonight. And so they were all out in his driveway, and Aaron shut the curtains so they couldn't see into the house. So that they didn't know. I was like, oh, like they don't know we're home, Aaron.
They just stand in a driveway?
They had chairs set up in the driveway, but my neighbor's driveway, like, can see right up into our living room. And Aaron was in the living room. He's like, pulled down the curtains. I was like, oh my god, really?
Does your HOA prohibit chickens?
No,
That's good.
I don't want them.
No, I'm not saying you should, but I don't think an HOA should prohibit that kind of thing.
Oh, they absolutely have to. People aren't responsible.
I don't like HOA.
I appreciate not having to pay for my pumping once. Well, I kind of pay for it, but at the same time, I don't. It covers our septic drain field and our. It's more of a. It's not. I don't know. We're not like a standardized HOA. You know, it's like we haven't has massive rules and I mean, we have rules, but like nobody really cares. So you know, and like in our neighborhood, they're like, well, we don't like this, and they're like, all right, well, go take your mower and fix up their yard for them. They will appreciate that.
At the same time, it's their yard.
Yeah, but at the same time, like in a neighborhood, there is some standards, right? Like there should be at least. But you know, we have what's called the hoarder house up the road, and that yard, you know, doesn't get trimmed or nothing every year. And it's not like I'm gonna go, so and so, you need to do this and do that. It's just like, well, that's a bummer. But our HOAs don't. I'm not in like a fancy neighborhood. I moved into like a retirement community, and now all this young blood's coming in, and it's so overwhelming. I loved my retirement community. I loved it. One of my favorites. So, anyway, it's all right.
Someone's getting a fresh veggie meal today.
You mean every day?
No, not every day.
Oh, you're talking about our new rescue.
Yes.
We got a new birdie yesterday, or gosh, I accomplished nothing yesterday, so I feel like it just doesn't even count in my book of being a day. I got my self-loathing done. Don't judge me of how I'm cutting this right now. I just am.
She was riding on my shoulder a little bit there.
Yeah, that's what Brenda says that she was a shoulder rider. There was somebody whom we love greatly. She had to give us 2 birds because they were being too loud for her neighbors, and her neighbors kept on complaining, and she kept on getting fines because her birds,
And she didn't even keep them outside.
she doesn't even keep them outside, they were inside her house. And she was like, anyway, doesn't matter. Point is, she was forced to get rid of her birds because she was tired of, she's a very sensitive person, and so she's a very gentle person. She doesn't want to make she's very kind, like she's just over the top kind. And so she's like, I just don't want to do this to my neighbors anymore. And people don't realize, man, she went in there, she comes out, she's crying because this is a hard thing for her to have to do. It's so sad, and it's so just like, wasn't even necessary for her to have to do it, but it was necessary because she didn't want to make her neighbors upset anymore. It's just so sad. It just makes me so mad. Alright. Grapes. Eggs. So, you know what bullies do to you? Is that as I'm sitting here prepping meals for all of the animals, in my brain it's going, not the proper diet. It's like my pettiness is coming out, but I'm doing it in my head. They don't get free. Got a phone call from a spammer. I don't even say hello when I answer phones anymore. I wait for them to go, hello?
Are you happy with your cell phone company? I don't have a cell phone.
This is my landline. What are you talking about? Landlines got expensive. Not enough people had them, and so the people who did have them had to absorb the cost of it. Please note, I'm not feeding dogs. I am feeding exotic animals. So my dogs are not getting this. If you don't think that the dog food I use is a good dog food, it works for my dogs, and so I genuinely don't care what you think. So, and it took me 5 years to 4.5 years to find one that finally made my Bernese Mountain Dog not want to jump out of her skin. And I tried everything from the $120 bag to, and let me tell you what, when you're feeding, like, at that time, 6 dogs with $120 16-pound bags of food, it adds up pretty quick. All the way I went into my vet and I was like, dude, I have tried everything. I have tried this. I have tried that. I have tried that. And he goes, have you tried the cheapest food possible? I'm like, no. He's like, try it. So with some limit, I mean, there is some limitation, but like, he was like, try this. And, I tried Wholesomes is what I ended up finding, which is by Diamond, who I really like Diamond. They within 30 days, my Bernese Mountain Dog, I went with a white fish diet. I have to do grain free because of my dog, because of Kova. She is allergic to grain. Anyhoot, finally, like all my dogs have good bowel movements, everything's solid, plastic. All right, we're gonna go down and feed the animals right now.
Definitely doesn't smell like roses.
Yeah, it smells healthy.
Well, that's not the first word that pops into my head. Cooper, that's healthy.
More like, what have you ate?
Oh my
But
God. How does it transform from that to that?
it's like a load of bricks.
Oh, and immediately, it's not like it wafts over slowly. It's like slaps you right in the head.
It's like you're hitting a brick wall. Dunk! That's great. Well, you know what? I can tell you, when you have 10 dogs, they come out here and they poop a whole bucket worth, and then they go home and they poop another whole bucket worth. And when I say bucket, I mean bucket. All right. I don't know how people like the Asher House and stuff keep up.
Holy cow.
I just can't. I mean, that's their full-time job. What do you do for a living? I pick up poop all day long.
Do you think they dig a big hole like a old-fashioned latrine?
I would think that you would have to be quite honest.
You'd have a whole dumpster just full.
Yeah, I would think for the biohazard and stuff, I would think that you would have to compost it out there. That'd be the most. I mean, if you do it for cows and horses, I would assume that they do it for their dogs.
They do big ponds for the big cow people.
Some mealworms for them. Some mealworms for them. Then I'm going to put berries on top for the foxes. And we're going to go feed them because they act like they haven't eaten in a year and a half. So we'll have to go do that. I got to take my blender. Oh, Tazzy! Tazzy and Ann! Calm down, loves. I'm coming. My name is Brutus. I love my Brutus. Sometimes. Okay. Let me pull this or else we're going to be picking up trash later because Maple and Brutus and Murphy like to eat everything.
Yeah, they act like they're just going to sleep. Okay, Mom, we're just going to sleep here.
Uh-huh.
They're up in...
Doing the run through on my head. Okay. This is marmoset gum. It's specifically made for marmosets. It's like the nectar and stuff that they would eat out in the wild. Some tree gum. Instead of a nectar pot, I'm going to give him that today. Now you may say in your head, that's not that much food. That's a lot of food for a little tiny marmoset. He's only going to eat a quarter of it. But we like to give him a variety because some days he's just picky and he needs to have a full belly. So We're gonna add a piece of little cheese here for him because he loves cheese. So does my skunk, Odie. We're gonna give Odie some cheese too. And, oh, are those salted? Hold on. Please hold.
Hey, broccoli.
Yep, so that's not gonna happen. All right. Rabbit, that, my, oh good, it's right here. Okay. I'm going to stand up. If only you guys could have heard the first song that TikTok suggested for me to use on my anti-bullying thing I did. Oh, I forgot to put the lid on. Look at that.
He was quite happy about it.
I thought it was awesome. The first 2 songs I recommended, and I was like, that's awesome. Okay, so we're gonna go do foxes. Oh, berries. Oh, my nose is itching today. Right, okay.
Right.
Yeah, I was crying. I actually rarely used to cry until now. Little fox popsicles. Popsicles. La 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 la. Oh, every time I do that, it's, oh, happy day. Makes me think of Sister Act. Oh, happy day.
How you doing today, Ashley?
What?
How you doing today, Ashley?
Yeah.
Good. I feel great. I feel wonderful.
I feel good. I feel great. I feel wonderful. Baby steps to the fox enclosure. Baby steps to the giant anteater enclosure. Baby steps.
I don't want to walk all the way up there. Baby steps.
Baby steps. Baby steps. Baby steps to a new life. Because I'm so tired. I just want sleep. So bad. All right, we're gonna give a
Grounding sheet. I might get some tonight.
what?
My grounding sheet.
Oh gosh.
What did you think? Never mind. Don't even
No,
answer that.
it's not bad. I thought you said, I'm drowning sheep. I may get some tonight. I'm like, you're drowning sheep tonight? That's horrible.
Wow.
Oh. That was good.
Oh, yeah. I'll give you some bananas.
I like my miss. Oh, that just broke right in half. I like my mishears every once in a while. Drowning sheep. Okay, let's go see some animals and wash my blender because it's gross. Oh gosh, I'm so not with it today. I'm so not with it. Do you see what bullying does to people? It makes them not with it so that they have to like regroup and reset. And you know what? I'm in rescue. I don't get the luxury of going on a freaking vacation. I was looking at the last time I took my kids for a 3-day weekend, and it was down to Seaside, Oregon, and it was like, I think Rylan was like 4, and she's 10. I mean, it was a long time ago. And that's when we had a staff of 7 that I went and did that. I'll be right back to come grab you. What? Excuse me. Bobby, no. Stay. All right, let's go feed some animals. I gotta clean all that up. All right.
Be interesting to see how Peter Dinklage works in this one.
Ready? Let's go. Let's go! Salvador's so mad at me. Okay. Sorry, Salvador, I gotta clean your blender. Holy Toledo. I almost ate gravel. That would have been fun for today. You would have seen me just cover my face. Any part of my body but my face. Stay. All right. Hi, Jack. You got your toy? All right, here we go. Wait. Good boy. I love. Hi, Katan. Oh, thank you for tearing up the toilet paper roll. I gotta clean the ferrets, the cats, and all of it. Okay, so this is Dardar. Come here, Dar. Darwin is a marmoset. He is a tiny little primate. He's not considered a monkey. He's considered a New World monkey. Not quite as smart, doesn't have those opposable thumbs. He's going after that yummy, yummy sap today. He's got some cheese, some mealworms, some bananas, some grapes. And he's got that sap. You're a cute little thing, aren't ya? Okay, let's go see something else. Let's go. Let's go. That is for me doing a podcast later. Here in the next half hour on my Patreon only. People. So my staff has to kind of take lunch right at time because I gotta have them out of there at 12:30. And then after my podcast, I gotta finish up a couple things, and I gotta take my daughter to the eye doctor in a different city. And then let me go grab my blender too because I gotta wash that out. I didn't wash it out yesterday because I didn't have not yesterday but the day before. I just didn't have the bandwidth. I just couldn't do it. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Ain't no passing craze. Leave no worries for the rest of your days. I don't know why Darwin just reminded me of that. He just did. It's our problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. All right. See, I told you I'd kick out of my funk. It just takes a little bit. I'm coming, Beanpole. I'm coming. So I haven't cleaned down here yet because, like I said, I did do damage control since 7 o'clock this morning and all day yesterday. Now, let's do this. Let me put this in the thing. Days. Ready? Beanpole. It's our problem-free philosophy. Hi. Can you back up a little bit for me? Boop, boop. I have corn. Okay, so this is Bean. She's a North American porcupine. Isn't she awesome? That's very true. All right, so this is Bean. She's eating her corn. Num, 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 num. Got some antsy foxes over there. Gotta go feed them. You're so cute. Well, here's the thing. You wanna know the good part about that? It's my foxes. That's what a fox says. You ready? What does a fox say? What does he say, Swiper? What does he say, Swiper? What does he say, Ann Fox? What does he say, Taz? What does the foxes say? What do they say? I'll come get you in just 1 second. Come on, babies. You drink all your water on that side? Oh no! Good thing you got 2 waters. Who would have thought? Okay. Now I will grab you that I can safely go in here without them trying to run out the door. Now the reason they want to run out the door is because they know I bring food. So here's our foxes that we saved from Save a Fox. Please know I have not cleaned in here. I fill this every single freaking day. I leaf blow all of that every single day. But they're foxes and they get to be foxes here. And so it's okay. I don't mind filling their holes every day. I don't mind cleaning up after them every day. These guys lived over 1.5 years in a little tiny rabbit cage. They were at a fur farm. They were going to be losing their life. We got to have the great opportunity of partnering with Save a Fox and providing safe haven for 12 of the 500 foxes that Michaela was working so hard to be able to rescue. Aren't they cute? So we got Swiper, we got Anisio, we got Ann, we got Rascal, we got Taz, we got Chloe. And this right here, that Rascal's out here, that's Rascal right there, that is huge progress. Rascal never comes out. She's our scared one. Aw. Mmm. Oh, I'd love to see foxes in the wild. I'd love to see that. Foxy, foxy, foxes. All right, next. Because I gotta feed Salvador still, and I have just a very short time before I have to go live. And then I gotta come down here and speed power clean with Holly so that I can get out of here I gotta leave here by 2:30. Well, I need to leave here probably by 2:20 and then go, leave here by 2:20 and then I need to go drop off my dogs at home, go take Rylan over. Then I have a family event I have to do tonight. It's gonna be a get off their food. Okay, we're gonna do squeakers here. This is squeakers. This is for our Coatimundi, our Coati. For those who state we have bad and inappropriate diets, all of our diets have been approved federally and highly, people have been really happy with what we feed our animals, and so have our animals. Ready? I'm coming, Lovey. I'm coming. So this is Squeakers. He's a Coatimundi, also known as a Coati. Eating some mealworms, some turkey bacon, some melon, some banana, and some other good stuff in there. These guys are patiently waiting. Are you hungry? Look at all the peanuts you got this morning, though, so that you would stay calm. Let's see. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Ready, babies? All right. So this area, these are our raccoons. They're having some grapes, some eggs, some fish, some cantaloupe, some mealworms, and all that good stuff. Yep, no aggression. They're all pretty good. It's good. All right. Now, let's go this way, because I still got to make Salvador, my giant anteater's food. We're going to get the coatis and my skunks. All right, ready? Good morning. This is Odie. He's my skunk. Hi, Odes. Turkey bacon. Yum, 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 yum. I will get you peanuts later, buddy, but you need to eat the good stuff first, okay? And then I will get you your peanuts later this afternoon. This is our other Coati. Hi, Felix. There you go, buddy. This is Felix. He was a neglect case that we got that had a dislocated hip that had healed incorrectly, a BB in his shoulder. He was anemic. He had ripped his fur out on his back end because he was so infested with fleas. I had to give him four or five baths at the vet when he was knocked out. And we gave him bath. Helly and I, one held his head so that he wouldn't, get water in his face, and then we literally just had fleas jumping like wildfire off of him. It was horrible. Got him some treatment. He's been here for a year. He's gained mobility. He's gained his, oh, you little turkey. He gained his fur back. Ooh. What do skunks eat in nature? They are our janitors of our world. They are bug and insect control. They also will eat things that have passed away and are decaying. They'll also eat things like mice and things that are left over. So they are the janitors. They just keep everything nice and clean in nature for us. Let's go give our bunny this. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. This is my little bunny. Guinea. She has an enclosure where she gets to be a bunny. And she gets to dig holes and we fill them for her and then she redoes it. Do you smell it? Go ahead, go get your little lettuce. I'll give you alfalfa before I go. But you eat your lettuce first. Your local butter lettuce. Okay. Yeah, so like April was saying is we are a retirement home for animals. We give animals their forever homes that they don't have to be euthanized. We work with government authorities to keep animals safe. So if you have an animal that's been captively bred or born, or you have someone who tried to be a good Samaritan and taken an animal that they found that was injured and it can't legally be re-released, we get some of that. Murphy! Murph! No. No, Murph. Murphy! Go boy. Stop. Go boy. We take in the animals, we give them a forever home, and we let them live out their rest of their life. We believe if an animal can be free, let it be free. And if it can't, it shouldn't be euthanized for its species, if at all possible. So just like those alligators, those aren't native to Washington, but people had them in their backyard kind of thing. Why not have a reconnect book a face? Why not? Hello, my other foxes. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. All right, please hold. I'm going to go in here safely and then I'll bring you in with me. So just give me a second, please. Hello, babies. Hello. Good morning. Hello, Akasha. Please not pee on me today. Not in the mood. Ooh, Edward. Hello. Where's Akasha? All right, I'm coming, guys. Here we go. Here comes Faith. Down a little ramp. Come on, Faith. Oh, I forgot you're bougie. Come on. Come on. Do you want it? Do you want it? Come here. Here you go. You're so sweet. All right, so we have these guys here. That's Akasha. That is Dexter. That is Todd. That is Edward. And that is Audrey. And Akasha, they're all shedding, so they all look horrible. They're shedding. Wait till they get their winter coats in the next 3 months. They always look kind of dingy in the winter. In the summer. And then they look beautiful in the winter. That's just part of it. Wolf dogs and foxes alike, canine species. These also came from Save a Fox, along with we had 12 foxes and 2 wolf dogs that we were a part of helping. Aren't they cute? All right, I gotta go do Salvador real fast. Salvador's oh, look at our bobcat. He's watching some chicken TV. Are you watching chicken TV today, Jinxie? Are you watching chicken TV? Are ya? Good boy. He's watching his chicken TV today. It's his favorite channel. Sometimes he likes to watch duck television, but for the most part, chickens are his favorite. And I have to stop and say hi to these, even though I need to do stuff. Yeah, so we do virtual education for school districts all over the United States. But let me say it. stuff done. I'll come back and say hello to you. Give me a minute. Okay. Here we go. Our bobcat, he was 8 years old when we got him in 2020. I need to look at his paperwork. He was either 6 or 8 years old when we got him in 2020. We've had him for 5 years now. I got an impatient Salvador. We offered in-person tours for a very long time. We were actually the #1 Airbnb experience. We had a wolf encounter that we offered and with our ambassadors. And we had 10 people twice a day come through. It was our main source of income. The county came in after 21 years and said we now need a special use permit to allow people onto our property. And we were told that that permit would take about 3 months, or 6 months, I'm sorry, and we're going on 3 years of working on that permit. My very wealthy neighbor decided to sue us at the same time, saying that the wolf dog's howling is a nuisance 21 years later. We've been fighting that for 3 years. That's cost our organization $300,000 of resources. And yeah, it's been a long battle. We've been through a lot as an organization, constantly fighting for these animals' rights to survive, and be able to have a home. We have 10 acres. We've been on this piece of property now for 24 years. The neighbor that's complaining said under oath that he can't even hear them from his house, but we are still being sued, unless maybe the window's open. We're still being sued for it. And yeah. And he also decided to appeal our permit process, making it take 3 years to have no income. So that's been fun. Yep, that's been really fun. Enjoyed that. So we do virtual education for schools now, and we do online stuff. Our fundraisers, the only reason we're still here is because of followers like you. That's it. That's the only reason we're still here. We need 3,000 people to donate $10 a month, and our organization would be able to survive. We need to be able to help more animals than we already have. We would need to have 5,000 people, or 2,500 people donate $20, or, the numbers go down. 5,000 people at $10, 2,500 at $20, and so on and so on. So it's been quite the adventure for our nonprofit that we've had to endure for the last 3.5 years now. And it's cost us overall, between our permit that should have only cost us about $6,000, has cost us now $78,000. And our fighting for the animals' rights to continue to live here on this piece of property has cost $300,000. Now, before you come at me and say, well, why didn't you just move? Well, look up prices in Anacortes, Washington, or look up prices in the surrounding area of Anacortes, Washington, and you'll know why I didn't just move. Because to move our operation would have cost a minimum, just to buy property and not set up enclosures, just to buy property, would probably have been about 1.5 to 2 million just for property. And we offered to move in the beginning. We told the neighbor that if he wants us to move, he could buy us out, and we offered to move for $2 million. And the personal feeling that I got was I would rather just bankrupt your organization than get what I want. Or I'd rather spend $2 million on lawyers than, have you move. But that's just opinion. That's just my feeling. But, because if I've spent $300,000, I only have one attorney. He has the biggest firm in the state of Washington. And he would have 3 or 4, sometimes even 5 attorneys be in on my meetings on my stuff. So you can imagine what he's paid. Okay, we're gonna feed the anteater real fast, and then I gotta go to my podcast. I have 10 minutes.
Dobby. You look so regal. You look so handsome.
My Malinois back there. My troublemaker. My dog that came from a very, very, very hard situation, went through 5 fosters and yeah, went through 5 fosters and finally his last option, I got a phone call from this rescue that says, hey, you don't know me, I know you rescue wolves, but I had no other thing to turn to. Can you please take a dog for me or else I'm gonna have to, it's gonna be euthanized? And I was like, oh. She goes, I'm not putting that on you, but that's just where we're at. I'm just being honest. And it started a beautiful relationship with me and this rescue. But I said, okay, fine. Let me talk to my staff. We set up a place out here for Dobby. Dobby screamed. From the moment I got him, Dobby just screamed bloody murder for a good 2-3 weeks. He just wanted to be around people. It wasn't that. It was massive separation anxiety. Which he's still, you know, he's dealing with, but it's very minimal compared to what it was. Anyway, I worked with them and I started to get him to a good place, and then I started advertising him for adoption because I was just the foster. And then I went into my kitchen one day and told Aaron, my husband, that I was trying to get him adopted out as soon as I possibly could. And my husband looked at me, who is not an animal person, and he goes, you can't get rid of him now. And I'm like, excuse you? He's like, you can't get rid of him now because, and mind you, I had 5 dogs at the time. He goes, you can't get rid of him now. He's like, they're gonna return him. Like he's gonna go through 5, 6, 7 more homes, and he's gonna be returned because they're not gonna understand the process of, you know, what you've had to go through to get him here, and yada yada yada. And so we ended up keeping Dobby, and that's another one that she's criticizing me about having and bullying me about, is saying that I shouldn't own dogs and that I'm not really a good place for animals to come, and you know, that this is how I love my animals, and it's yeah, that's what it is. Dobby, you're so neglected.
You're so neglected.
So, all right, let's get this blended together. Now, the reason this is going into a blender, there is a reason. Anteaters have no teeth. It's not a Salvador thing. That is a giant anteater thing. They have no chompers, so they have to blend it together. Anywho, I gotta put some apple cider vinegar in here and stir it all together. That acts as the acidity that they would have in the ants, or the termites that they're eating. they have? Woo! Easy, Gunner. All right, let's go feed an anteater. Then I gotta run into my podcast. On Patreon, $25 tier and above. If you want to support our organization, you want to be a part of that kind of stuff, you gotta join our $25 a month tier to join it. To see our podcast today. Usually, eventually it's gonna be back to, you know, being about my life and what we've endured through all of this. And stuff from my childhood and why trauma is real. But today, in honor of I Train Dogs, we are going to be talking about rescue the rescuer from rescues. As sad as that is, all the bullying that happens within rescue to rescue, and the more successful the rescue, the more hate they get. So like a big jealousy thing that happens. It's really sad. I'm just happy that my philosophy is an animal doesn't have to come here. As long as an animal goes somewhere where it's happy, healthy, and safe, that's all I care about. But that's just me. And I don't take on animals that I can't give the proper diets, nutrition, and home to. So I can't take cheetahs, I can't take bears, I can't take lions. I can hold them temporarily for a couple weeks because I have temporary enclosures I could use, but as an indefinite home for them, I'm not the best place for them. There's people who do it better than me. Hi! Now I'm certified to take big cats, but oh my goodness gracious, let's put you in here. Come on. No, you're gonna fall over. Here, there you go. You just pooped on your rocks. He poops right on his rocks. It's so doggone you. It's 12:28. Yep, I saw. Thank you. It's back. I pushed the button. Bean, you have plenty of food. Stop whining at me. Oh, I don't think that would be good at all. I don't want to listen to classical music all day. I want to, I'd rather listen to my bird. Oh, Salvador. He tips it. Now, dirt is a main part of a giant anteater's diet, but me as a human goes, don't dump it out of your bowl, but he's going to dump it out of his bowl and he's going to end up eating it off the ground. Hi, Swiper. Swiper, no swiping. Stop it. Swiper, no swiping. Hi, buddy. Love you. We get animals from animal control, government agencies, USDA. We get them from private turnovers. We get them from sanctuary to sanctuary transfer. Like we got our foxes from Save a Fox. We got 2 wolf dogs that got transferred through Save a Fox. Anyway, I'm walking up here to get set up on my podcast because I gotta go. So, my podcast, my Patreons are very understanding. They know that I am busy as all get out all the time, and they're very understanding of that. But, nope, excuse you. No, thank you. I have to go get set up for this. So let's go in here real quick. So our podcast is on our Patreon account. And our Patreon account is, I'll get it set up here real quick. It can be found in the link in our bio. My podcast is going to be every Thursday, usually later in the day, but today it's going to be early because I have to go deal with my beautiful daughter getting her eyeballs examined to make sure everything is okay. So I go in here, I go to patreon.com, which is /because we matter. And I log into here. Oh wait, I changed my password. Please hold. Making sure no one can see. Let's log in here. Oh. We're to go here. We're to go here. Hey, Jana. It says my earnings is 3.33. Seriously, Jana. Seriously. We're going to create. We're going to do a new link here. Post. We're going to go to YouTube. We're going to create. We're going to go live. We're going to go stream here. And we are going to go do that. So, those of you, we will see you live on YouTube, but it's actually through Patreon. It's an exclusive, unlisted YouTube account. And we will see you guys all here soon. Patreons, I'm coming. And we will do this really fast, and then I gotta go finish up cleaning and taking care of all the animals out there. Getting all the food or getting all the waters and cleanliness of the enclosure. So thank you guys for joining us today. Thank you guys for following us and being so supportive of our anti-bullying. We're trying to really, really push. We have been pushing that for years, but we're like over the top trying to push it right now. And thank you for your support and understanding. And again, I'm an open book, so if you do have questions regarding anyone who's posting slanderous stuff about me, please just go ahead and text me or email me, and I will be as transparent as I can to explain it. And but for the most part, what she's posting can be explained. So for the most part, for all the parts. Anyway, love you all, bye.